Welcome to tonight's edition of Hope TV News Watch. Glad you could join us here for the latest happening in news. My name is Melissa Oduor and my sign language interpreter is Boniface Mureithi. Now, Kipipiri Member of Parliament Amos Kimunya is the new leader of majority in the National Assembly following a latest Jubilee Party parliamentary group meeting, which resolved to oust Garissa Township MP Aden Duale, who has served in the same position for 7 years. The Jubilee Party parliamentary group meeting, chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta, accompanied by his deputy William Ruto at the KICC in Nairobi, also saw elders MP Aden Kainan elected the new Jubilee PG Coalition Secretary. Here's our reporter Dickens Luvanda with that story.
Today, as the leader of majority in the National Assembly,
after serving for 5 years in the 11th Parliament and just 2 years in the 12th Parliament as the leader of majority, the ruling Jubilee Party has shown Garissa Township MP Aden Duale the door. The vocal lawmaker from the pastoralist community has been replaced by his Kipipiri counterpart Amos Kimunya in the National Assembly as the purge on Jubilee Party rebels acquires an unstoppable finality.
The main outcome of the meeting was the change in leadership of the party, and I really want to thank His Excellency the President as a party leader for proposing me to take over as the new leader of the majority party in Parliament, and it's a humbling situation.
The change has been ratified following a Jubilee National Assembly parliamentary group meeting, which was chaired by President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto at the Kenyatta International Convention Center in Nairobi.
I also want to underscore and really appreciate the dedicated service that the Honorable Duale has rendered to this country in the last 8 years. I've been in that position before as Deputy Leader of Government Business in the 11th Parliament, in the 10th Parliament, and I know what it means to be in the House every day. I've spent a lot of time with Honorable Duale in the leadership of the House, serving together in the House Business Committee, and I know his commitment.
Elders MP Aden Kainan, who is one of the longest serving lawmakers, has also been picked as the secretary of the Jubilee Parliamentary Group in both Senate and the National Assembly, replacing Kimunya.
I think politics is so dynamic. This is one thing that really we also need to understand. Politics is so dynamic in the sense that every day comes with events. So as the Jubilee family, the Jubilee and the coalition party family, ours is to make sure the Jubilee agenda succeeds. And that is what exactly the President actually has told the members.
The meeting, which was called on a short notice, also resolved that all National Assembly departmental committees are to be reconstituted on Thursday, June 25th, with a total of 174 out of 179 members of Jubilee Party attending the meeting, despite the backlash from a section of MPs who had vowed not to attend. MPs Ali Tudipi Ruto, including Kimani Ngunjiri of Bahati, Oscar Sudi of Kapseret, Caleb Kositani of Soi, Corneli Serem of Aldai, and Didmas Baras of Kimilili constituency had vowed to skip the meeting, saying attending it would be unnecessary since Kenyatta had preconceived decisions.
Ours is to ensure that we will make sure the Jubilee agenda in line with the principles stated under the handshake succeeds.
Meanwhile, as he exits,
unajua hii handshake kulingana na Uhuru Kenyatta ni handshake ya Wakenya wote.
Duale has conveyed his gratitude to his party leader, President Kenyatta, saying he has served diligently as the majority leader in his 7-year term. Through his social media handles, Duale partly said, and I quote, "I indeed thank my party leader Uhuru Kenyatta for having given me the opportunity to serve the great people of Kenya, and for this I am grateful. I equally thank Deputy President, the entire Jubilee members of Parliament, and my family for their support during this period." End of quote. Dickens Luvanda, Hope TV Newswatch.
Now, Kenyans from different walks of life have weighed in on the removal of Garissa Town MP Aden Duale as the leader of majority in the National Assembly and his position assumed by Kipipiri MP Amos Kimunya. Now, Duale's removal comes just days after 126 out of 179 Jubilee MPs signed a petition supporting his ouster. The former majority leader and a close ally of Deputy President William Ruto is the first to occupy the office which was created after the enactment of the Constitution in 2010. Our reporter Joseph Maingi compiled the mixed reactions from our city streets in this report.
Led by Deputy President William Ruto, Kenyans have voiced their sentiments in regard to Aden Duale's ouster. The second in command, in a tweet, praised the Garissa Township Member of Parliament for the work well done for the last 8 years. According to the Deputy President, Duale discharged his mandate with style, precision, loyalty and passion. On his part, former Mandera Senator Bill Okello has termed Duale's removal as an unexpected and a cowardly move, adding that he deserved better and not a brute ingratitude. Garissa County Women Representative Anab Sabuo has said that the parliament has had its glory since 2013 when Duale was at the helm, adding that remains the most royalist in his party. Also voicing his remark on the social media is former Deputy Speaker and Lagdera Member of Parliament Farah Malim, who on his side congratulated the newly appointed Majority Leader Amos Kimunya, adding that the National Assembly will redeem its lost glory. Kenyans in the busy streets of Nairobi have also voiced their sentiments, some congratulating Jubilee Party Leader President Uhuru Kenyatta for his latest unveiling of the political card.
Kali nafanya kazi imara kama Simba. Kukutoa Duale hata imekuwa overdue. Angesata leo mapema sana. Uwezi ukanyeta, uwezi tupa mawe kwa nyumba ya kioo. Kioo itafunjika.
Kwa hivyo ukweli amefanya kulingana vile ilikuwa natakikana na vile Mwenyezi Mungu amepanga. Hata Duale astahili kuongea kwa sababu watu wake ndio wamemkataa.
Others have however questioned his act, terming it as a selfish political card.
Saisi, you are just trying to alienate other people. You just bring in other people as you push other people out. That's not unity. Even in the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, it does not define unity like that. Unity is bringing each and every individual into the government.
So nothing has changed. We have brought another monkey in the same forest, or another forest with some new monkeys. There is no difference. Kimunya is coming to do the uprooting.
On his part, Garissa Town Member of Parliament Aden Duale has welcomed his ouster from the position, saying that he served diligently. In a series of tweets, the former majority leader said that during his 7 years tenure, he oversaw the passage of 200 bills and 500 motions. Duale has also thanked the president, the deputy president, and his family for the support that they gave him during his time. The vocal member of Parliament and Hope TV News Watch from
Away from that, the Ministry of Health has reiterated that positive COVID-19 cases continue to be recorded and hence more reason for Kenyans to strictly adhere to COVID-19.
What is being witnessed in countries around the world, even including those among the developed nations, is that the increase in the number of positive cases being recorded pose a huge threat to the functionality of the healthcare system. It is for this reason that the World Health Organization introduced guidelines for home-based care for patients with mild symptoms who could easily be taken care of at home to lessen the burden of healthcare systems which threaten to be strained already. Kenya in the past week introduced home-based care that will be run by 59,000 community volunteers who have already been dispatched to all the counties. In line with this, the Ministry of Health wants to bring on board other community-based groups, including NGOs, to help educate Kenyans on the virus.
The success of this program, nonetheless, will require the active participation of each and every one of us, starting with the patients, to the caregivers at home, our mothers, our sisters, women who we know are the primary caregivers in the home place, and to healthcare providers in both the formal healthcare facilities as well as our community health volunteers.
For countless number of times, the government has called on Kenyans to follow the laid down Ministry of Health guidelines to curb the spread of the virus, especially owing to the fact that community transmission is increasing. However, political leaders have been seen to flout these measures and proceed to conduct meetings with no regard to the guidelines. Health Ministry Chief Administrative Secretary Dr. Mercy Mwangangi has, however, asked Kenyans to instead focus on protecting their own lives.
With regard to distribution across the counties, We have Nairobi taking the large share at 28, Mombasa at 21, Kilifi at 3, Kiambu at 2, Machakos 2, Kisumu, Bungoma, Uasin Gishu all have 1 case each.
The cases by sub-county in Nairobi were 7 cases in Dagoretti, 5 in Kibra, 4 in Embakasi East, 3 in Embakasi North, 2 each in Embakasi Central and Embakasi East. 3 cases were recorded in Westlands, while 1 case each was recorded in Roysambu and Makadara.
We've discharged 73 more patients from our various hospitals, and this brings the total number of recoveries for this commendable work. Unfortunately, however, we have lost 2 other patients from the disease, bringing our total fatalities to 125.
At the same time, Kenyans have expressed divergent views regarding how the government has managed the spread of infections in the first 100 days.
Though not 100%, but they've played a part. And I think cases could rise in ile laxity ya we Kenyans. I think watu walikaa njaa sana.
In the next 100 days. However, the Ministry of Health is urging Kenyans to continue adhering to the guidelines set up by the Ministry of Health. Reporting for TV News Watch, my name is Grace Wangoi.
The Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, KMPDU, has put on notice counties that have not paid salaries to their healthcare workers after revelations that at least KMPDU bosses addressed the press in Nairobi. That report.
Even as the healthcare workers continue being in the front line in the fight against COVID-19 across the country, it has now emerged that some county governments are yet to pay the frontline healthcare workers their May salaries. The move has caught the attention of the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, KMPDU, which has warned of an industrial action if the situation is not remedied by the 5th of July this year. The counties that are yet to pay the May 2020 salaries, according to KMPDU, include Mombasa, Trans Nzoia, Tharaka Nithi, Meru and Nandi.
And I'd like to declare this today, that we are putting you on notice. Those that I've mentioned, plus all other county governments, that by the 5th of July 2020, if healthcare workers will not have received their salaries for the month of May and June, then we shall be forced to undertake industrial action in these specific counties that have become difficult to simply take care of people who are protecting Kenyans as we speak.
During a
move Health Services Commission from the BBI report, and we want to sound a warning with all healthcare workers in this country. Tumejipanga, tuko tayari. Ukiondoa hicho kipengee cha kutengeneza Health Services Commission, wahudumu wa afya watafunga mahospitali zote nchini Kenya.
The union, however, says it is ready to dialogue on the modalities of creating a health service commission, with emphasis that the establishment of the commission will go a long way in entrenching the rights of health of all Kenyans and protecting the nation.
So we want to urge the 2 principles of the BBI, led by His Excellency, the President of this country. We want to appeal to you, sir, Your Excellency. The healthcare workers, they love you. They appreciate what you have done. They appreciate you including health as agenda in your Big 4 agenda. You talking about the universal healthcare coverage, which we fully support. But that UHC agenda will be sabotaged if HSC is not given to the healthcare workers in this country.
The union also wants all the 47 county governments to fully implement the agreed upon 2017 collective bargaining agreement CBA that will also factor in promotions and health insurance of the health workers.
Today is 22nd June 2020. We signed that agreement on 7th July 2017. So we are going into the final part and the final year of that agreement. Even as we embark on that and we get to that phase, majority of the county governments are yet to implement that document in totality.
For Hope TV News Watch, I'm Alice Diana.
Let's take a short break now. We'll be right back after these messages. Keep it Hope TV.
Top is back! Now tastier than ever. Available in orange, tropical, apple, mango, and strawberry banana flavors. Stay safe and enjoy great taste with your family. Trade Top, you can't beat this taste.
When we say that at Optiven we care for you, we mean exactly that. Because we are with you every step of the way, and we remain committed to supporting you even through this COVID-19 pandemic. To all our customers who are paying installments for their properties, we are giving you an interest-free period of 6 months with effect from 1st May 2020. This is the time to realize your dream of property ownership. Rest assured of our commitment to support you in this journey. We are putting you first because we care. For more information, call us on 0702 83 10 83 or visit www.optiven.co.ke.
Optiven Limited, the paysetters in real estate.
Wake up every morning with refreshing worship playlists. So come, we're ready for your presence. And powerful nuggets of God's word.
His mercies begin afresh each morning.
We had press from every side, but we are not crushed.
Right place. We desire to be in the sweet space.
The place of praising, the place of singing lips.
Only on Hope Devotion.
Welcome back. Now, the Senate Special Committee formed to investigate the impeachment charges against Kirinyaga Governor Oduor Goro is set to begin hearing the case tomorrow. This follows the successful filing of responses to the particular accusations leveled against her on Saturday. Agoro's lawyers, led by Kamotho Waiganjo and Paul Nyamodi, submitted stacks of documents to the office clerk. According to the chairman of the Senate Committee, Cleopas Malala, the governor shall by Friday know whether she will continue serving the people of Kirinyaga as their governor or leave the powerful county seat and crumble her political career. The Kirinyaga County Ward representatives voted to impeach Waiguru, accusing her of gross violation of the Constitution and abuse of office. She is accused of failing to deliver the State of the County address as stipulated in the Constitution and violating Section 46 of the Public Procurement and Disposals Act by usurping powers of accounting officers. Last Wednesday, the committee had sent out a letter to Kirinyaga County Assembly Speaker Anthony Gathumbi, advising him to submit a list of 3 MCAs who will accompany him to the Senate as directed by the committee. Now, the Speaker is expected to appear before the committee on Tuesday when the hearings officially begin to shed light on the allegations against the governor. Residents of Ngano area in Nyandarua West, Nyandarua County have held a meeting outside Ngano Health Center to raise their grievances over the poor medical services offered at the health center. However, the bid to storm the health center was thwarted by police led by the area OCS Walter Obegi. As our reporter Mark Kimondo reports, the frustrated area residents now want the government to move fast and improve the services of the hospital, which according to them lacks sufficient capacity to serve them.
The right to health is a fundamental human right guaranteed in the Constitution of Kenya. Article 43, Cap 1 of the Constitution provides that every person has the right to the highest attainable standard of health, which includes the right to healthcare services, including reproductive healthcare. Residents of Ngano area in Nyandarua County might have missed the ride for a period of time, something that saw them meet outside Ngano Health Center, basically to raise their complaints over the poor medical services offered by the medical health facility.
Kama ni governor hatukubuki, serikali kuu haitukubuki. Kwa hivyo ningeomba serikali kuu, kama ile account imeshindwa na kazi, rais aingilie, kwa sababu sisi ndio tulimchagua. Tuliamuka usiku akatuambia tutoke wote, tukatoka usiku sana, tukachagua hiyo serikali. Na hiyo serikali tangu ugonjwa wa COVID-19 ilipoingia, hatujaona maendeleo yote hapa kwetu Ngano. Hii area ya Ngano yote hatujaona maendeleo yote kwa serikali.
Ngano Health Center lacks basic facilities to handle medical cases, leaving them to grapple with more fear than hope at the time the country is trying to eradicate the novel COVID-19 pandemic. The residents dismissed claims by the county government that 50 beds have been installed at the facility in the readiness for any COVID-19 isolation cases.
Sisi kama wakaaji wa Ngano, hakuna huduma yenye tunapata kwa hii hospitali. Tumeangalia vitanda zenye zimeletwa huko 50 za kupigana na COVID na hakuna. Sasa unakuta hata mambo zingine huko wafanyikazi bado miezi 7 hawajalipwa mshahara yao.
The angry locals who had stormed the health facility to prove the allegations that there were no such facilities said the health center lacks capacity to accommodate such a large number of beds. Tension ran high after the OCS summoned police officers armed with tear gas canisters until the area chief Geoffrey Karanja arrived and calmed the situation. The residents had a myriad of complaints saying the location had been neglected by the current county government, despite the county having 249 million shillings set aside to fight COVID-19 pandemic. The county's Department of Health is said to have placed 2 hand-washing water tanks in Ngano Trading Center, with no plans of replenishing them with water. The County Health Services Executive Jenga Mungai, when he appeared before the County Assembly last week, said Ngano Health Center was one of those earmarked COVID-19 isolation centers, as Nyandarua moved to establish isolation 300 beds capacity as directed by President Uhuru Kenyatta to counties. The residents are now hoping that their efforts will bear fruits and that more attention will be given to the health facility that has been operating below the required capacity. Mark Kimundo for Hope TV.
Education Chief Administrative Secretary Mumina Bonaya has called on chiefs and other administrative leaders to arrest parents who are facilitating marriages of their school-going children. This time they are at home due to the coronavirus pandemic. The CAS spent the weekend interacting with children from Victor's home, distributed food to the vulnerable groups in Burat, Ngarimara, and the expansive Meriti sub-county in Isiolo County, as she checked on preparedness of public schools in the area ahead of plans to reopen schools in September as directed by President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Serikali imepanga feeding program za shule zote za serikali. Tunajua wakati hii ya COVID watoto wanakosa ile chakula walikuwa wanapata shuleni. Sasa wako nyumbani wengine na wengine wako children's home kama hapa. Tusipoangalia ile gap ya kufidiwa kwa shule itaonekana sana. So ni vizuri kupata watu wenye wanaweza saidiana katika hii Kenya. Kwa sababu unapata wa Kenya mara mingi tunakuwa very selfish, tunasahau mwenzetu kama amekula ama hajakula. Lakini hapa tumepata mama, vijana na wazee wenye wameamua wajitolee kusaidia watoto wale wanapata shida katika jamii.
The County Assembly of Uasin Gishu has passed the second County Supplementary Budget 2019-2020 to address the COVID-19 pandemic response and also salaries for newly recruited healthcare workers. The approved estimates were estimated at 11.4 billion shillings, comprising 5.7 billion shillings for development and expenditure at 5.64 billion shillings recurrent expenditure. Jonathan Ngetich, the chair of the Budget Committee, moved the motion on supplementary budget in which additional money of 125 million shillings from the national government and 6 million shillings Danida donation was factored in as sitting presiding over by Deputy Speaker Hosea Korir. Keses MP Swarup Mishra has assured his constituents that all dilapidated roads will be reconstructed. This follows concerns over the poor state of the Sarayot Plateau Road in Cheptiret Kipchama Ward by area residents. Mishra visited the area where he interacted with boda operators and area residents and personally witnessed how bad the road is during the rainy season. The lawmaker pledged to set aside a tune of 5.4 million shillings for rehabilitation of the Sarayot Plateau Road, saying repair works will commence in a period of 3 weeks.
We want to give 5.4 million Kenya shilling to make that road. And I am promised by the engineer Gigi, who is a very effectively told me that from Monday the tender process, as per the rule and law of procurement of Kenya, is going to take place. Minimum 2 weeks, maximum 4 weeks.
Let's now take another short break on News Watch. When we return, we'll be looking at what is happening in business.
Hope TV is where you look and live, offering some of the best family entertainment programs with Christian movies, in-depth discussions, contemporary Christian worship, and testimony programs. Hope TV provides the life-transforming message of Jesus Christ. We deliver inspirational, informational, and motivational programming with special guests and unmatched teaching. When it comes to watching television, tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live.
Welcome back for business. Now, hotel chain Hemingway's Collection has announced the reopening of its Hemingway's Nairobi and Hemingway's Watamu properties from the 23rd of June 2020. Hemingway's Collections Group CEO Alistair Addison says the reopening of both properties comes after careful consideration of what it would entail to fully operate both properties while ensuring staff and guests' health and safety needs are well catered for. Addison added that the measures the collection has undertaken include training all staff on appropriate health and safety protocols, investing in suitable cleaning equipment, and ensuring clear procedures are in place in the event of a positive COVID-19 case. Hemingway's Collections, Nairobi and Watamu properties had suspended operations in late March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic within the country. All Seki Hemingway's Mara remains closed for the time being, but is expected to reopen soon. Beautiful place there. Elsewhere, Safaricom Foundation has handed over personal protective equipment, PPEs, worth over 7 million shillings to healthcare workers in Meru, Kajiado and Baringo in support of the fight against the coronavirus in these counties. Healthcare workers in Meru will receive N95 masks, hazardous material suits, face shields, surgical gowns and masks, as well as hand sanitizers. In Kajiado County, 200 health workers will receive face masks, eye protectors, gloves, sanitizers, and protective clothing. The The PPEs will be distributed to Kajiado County Referral Hospital, Ole Kasasi Health Center, Kitengela Sub-County Hospital, and Loitoktok Sub-County Hospital. While in Baringo County, the PPEs will benefit 300 health workers in 2 health centers and an isolation facility. The equipment include N95 masks, surgical masks, and protective clothing.
Today we've come with items that are worth about 3 million that are going towards, supporting the Meru medical team in terms of the key requirements that will help them to support the COVID-related cases. Just to run you through some of the key things that we've come up with, you'll note that, so for example, the medical team requires the N95 masks, so we've come with about 1,000 of that. They also do require, let me just pick the key items. They also do require the kits. That's again about 100 that we've come with.
The support you're giving us today will go a long way to support our nurses, to support our doctors, and to support our hospital staff in taking care of all those cases that end up in hospitals.
Well, that story marks the end of our bulletin tonight. Thank you for keeping it Hope TV News Watch. I'm Melissa Oduor, and our Sign language interpreter has been Boniface Mureithi. Good night and God bless.